something like Southeast Petro saying you were linked to Tinubu, you were an associate of Tinubu in AD, and you said you were state chairman. I think you also became an auditor of the party.
No, I became national legal advisor.
Okay, sorry, national legal advisor. So there's this feeling somehow that you going alone is a disservice to the opposition,
well,
and you're playing into the
I'm used to
hands of the APC.
I'm used to this kind of bully tactics, okay? And you will see in my political career that I'm not someone who is swayed by propaganda and blackmail like this. No one has opposed the policy and administration of President Tinubu more than me, okay? I've not had anything to do with the APC. Since ADC you are talking about is formed by Tinubu's associates who work together to push the PDP out. And those are the people that are opposition leaders. And you see what I'm doing in the Senate, okay? So that's propaganda. Cheap propaganda should be destroyed. And don't use your platform to disseminate that kind of wild propaganda. You are entitled, or people are entitled to their preferences. They want to see someone emerge presidential candidate of ADC and feel that if I were in ADC, I could give support to that. That is bullying. They're entitled to their views. I'm entitled to mine, okay? And no one can blackmail or bully me or any other Nigerian to belong to a party or form a party or take one view or the other. That's blackmail, and we don't do that. Democracy means you have the right and the freedom to be in the ADC, to be in the APC as they were, okay? To be in the Labour Party as they were. And I, Henry Seriake Dickson, and the thousands of Nigerians who are registering in the NDC, which is just 4 weeks old, also have a right to be in the NDC, field and support candidates of our choice, from assembly to the presidency. Do you understand? And we have no duty or obligation to belong to the ADC or to be available to support any presidential aspirant that people support. Nigerians are free to vote, and the votes will be counted at the same time. All we're interested in, look, I'm a Democrat. Acknowledge your right to do what you do. Decide on a party you want to belong to or support. Decide on a candidate you want to support. And don't blackmail somebody else who does not agree with you. At least even if you don't agree in this game, you acknowledge that the person has a democratic right, constitutional right, to disagree.
Clear.
Yes. So
clear. And you were quite right. We know your antecedents in the Senate, yes. Prompting former President Jonathan to hail you for standing up and speaking out.
Former President Jonathan is my boss.
Yeah, in the Senate. I saw that time he commended you for
and a lot of Nigerians,
being that lonely voice in the Senate.
A lot of Nigerians do. Most of the people who say they are ADC or opposition, they are the people in bed with the present administration. I have not been. I've not been since my AD days, okay? I've been in PDP loyally. They were in ACN. I wasn't in ACN. They were in AC. I wasn't there. In PDP, in APC, I'm not there. And I wouldn't be. And I saw the APC. I saw the ADC, but decided to galvanize Nigerians who think alike to start. And so all that blackmail and propaganda would not go. You know, I mentioned how this thing starts. Listen to what Mahatma Gandhi is reported to have said. That first, they will ignore you when you are starting a movement. First, they will ignore you. Then, they will laugh at you. Then, they will attack you. And he says, when that happens, then you win. The NDC is a new party. I don't know how many Nigerians, politicians of my generation, who are not supported by their state governments. I put everybody in Bayelsa State, from the governor down to everybody. Mentored them for years, supported them, took care of them, fought for them, all of them. They decided to go to APC, and I decided not to go. That should tell you about somebody.